There's a story in the Old Testament about two brothers, Cain and Abel, and they were both brought an offering. And Cain brought an offering, and Abel brought an offering. Abel brought an offering that was pleasing and acceptable to the Lord, and Cain brought an offering that was not acceptable, and God rejected the unacceptable form of worship, and God received the blessing and the form of worship that he appropriated. It wasn't just bring to God whatever you want, it was bring to God what God wants. And so when we come to worship God, my friends, we don't just get to worship God however we feel and want anytime that we get it. No, we have to come with a biblical understanding of what genuine worship is and then worship God in the way that he desires to be worshiped. Worship is lifting our hands is a commandment that God tells us. Listen, this is found in Psalm 134:2. Lift your hands in the holy place and do what? To bless the Lord. It is not about our comfort, but rather it is about obeying God's commands. And for those of you who are uncomfortable doing it, listen, I get it, I understand, but let me encourage you with this. Nothing grows in comfort zones. Like if you want to have spiritual growth in your life, you have to get a little uncomfortable sometimes. You have to do things that might feel a little awkward. That's what faith is required for. Like when you first learned how to pray, wasn't it uncomfortable when you were overcoming sin and temptation and you were removing certain things in your life? Wasn't it uncomfortable whenever you're getting delivered from that addiction? Wasn't it uncomfortable whenever you said no to sexual sin? Wasn't it a little uncomfortable whenever you learned how to tithe for the first time? Wasn't it a little uncomfortable? God's always going to ask you to do things that feel uncomfortable because he wants for you to grow in your spiritual journey of faith. And nothing, my friends, will grow in comfort zones.